Good day, everybody. Brian here, quantlabs.net. 10 to 3. We are March 18th. Hopefully you had a good, sobering morning after your binge fest for St. Paddy's Day. But here's the survey I ran on Facebook on my group. Right here. Just talking about what asset class people want. Not many people responded. I guess it's Facebook, but what am I going to tell you there? And bottle caps is included by somebody's added that. That's really important as well. I never thought of. Cryptocurrency seems to be somewhat, but this is a little better. But you can see here, cryptocurrency is what people want. This is what people want when it comes to custom trading bots, building them out, and the asset class. Definitely with cryptocurrency. So guess what? Good thing is, I think cryptocurrency could be stabilizing now and on the move. So let me show you what I've got. So you're going to ask, how do I save myself and preserve my daily profit when you have a working bot? So I'm going to show you over the last week a couple of coins that get traded and show you what you need to focus on. Okay, these are standards Python generated spreadsheets. So here's the coin, here's the number of entries. These are the ones that profited, and this is the total in Tether, what it generated. Because if I'm on Binance, everything's in Tether, okay? I could easily switch it over to USDC, but for now, Tether is fine. So here we have the date, March 10th, okay? So what we're looking for are the coins that are the most profitable. So you can see here, Luna's got to be moving a lot here, 3 trades. 66% win ratio, 73 cents has been generated from that. Now remember, the quantity does matter on your position sizing, but I'm putting in the minimum amount for now, just to keep everything relative. So there's a lot of other factors you have to factor in when you have a trading bot. You have to ask yourself, how much am I willing to put on the number of dollar per trade or Tether per trade? How much are you willing to allow in terms of goals? So these are a lot of factors you got to factor in when it comes to retaining profit for the day. So if you know you want to get a 1%, 2% daily, I don't think you can really compare like all the time to Bitcoin and the CMC 200 indices for crypto. The reason I say that is because those are up and down like toilet seats. So if you have your bot one day beating those indices and Bitcoin, then you have a pretty good bot. But if you have other days where it's underperforming, that's okay. But there are so many factors you can play with now once you get your bot so-called working, but that's just getting you to first base, if you know the analogy of baseball, because once you get to first base, you have another number of things to worry about. So for instance, the day March 10th, if you look at Luna traded, as I said, three positions, 73 or 66% win ratio. That right there, based upon number of buys, for all the coins have the same opportunity to get traded. Okay. So if you have 3, that means that Luna has got to be moving. But at the same time, is that coin moving, but is it volatile, or if you try to trade it, will you get more negative positions? So that's something you got to factor in. And before you even trade it, you have to figure out, is it going to be volatile? Will it whipsaw against you? What's the probability of that? So that's the first thing you got to look at. So here is a number of buys. So this day we know Luna traded and was 66% win ratio, and it gave me back 73 cents. Not going to change my life, but if you start to analyze things like this and know when to increase your position sizing in the right conditions on the right coin, you could do, and you factor it in, you could do incredibly well. So here we're also looking at other coins as well. So they only allow to trade one buy, but some were profitable, right? Here's one with 2 for waves, and other ones that had 1 trade and a profitable position. So where do you go from there? What do you focus on, right? So this is part of the problem when it comes to this, and I don't think a lot of people recognize it. Some will just say, I only want to trade Bitcoin, Ethereum. That's fine. That's your prerogative. I like to use a screener process and only focus on the coins that are really moving a lot. Because if you're in a down market and you're only focused on Bitcoin and Ethereum, you're not going to make a lot of money. And if you're going to have like the same period that we've had lately, you're probably not going to have a really good return, right? If just losing money as well. So let's look at the next one just to show you the different scenarios. So here again, in this case, we have the same thing, one position, some winners, some losers. But here's the thing. This is what you got to factor in. Waves. This one had 3 positions, 66% win ratio. This is yesterday on the 17th. 66% win ratio, 28 cents. Woo, okay? That's good. I mean, that's money there. If you increased your position sizing $100 or $1,000, if you can afford it, you would be up times the 28 cents. So this is what I'm talking about once you can figure out your winning potential under those conditions. Here's another one, KNC. Here's the thing, 16% win ratio on 6 positions. This, if you kept trading like this and allowed your bot to trade like this, you're going to lose a lot. You're going to lose a lot for the day. So you could, if I took out this and didn't trade KNC at all, I'd have a pretty good day, right? But when you have KNC coming along, giving you all these potential positions, and it's very volatile, and I know that because it was trending, but when the bot tried to make a trade, it had a high probability of losing money where it only had 1 out of 6 positions that were profitable. And as a result, it didn't return a lot, and as a result, it lost a lot. So that's what I'm talking about. But on the other hand, you get Ethereum, and look, it can do some decent profit if you scale it properly. Now, if you do it with Bitcoin, you're doing well. But where's Bitcoin in all this, right? So these are things you got to really factor in. All the different scenarios you got to consider. So, as I said, for this day, maybe, just maybe, if you didn't trade KNC, you would have been up for the day, okay? So always remember that. And that's where it comes down to portfolio optimization, portfolio targeting as well, what you want for the day. So let's look at some more here. I got a bunch. How many do I have? I got 4 more. Just to give you an idea that people never consider this stuff. So here, very quiet day, okay? But look, Waves did okay, brought back 29 cents. Okay, nothing exciting there. That was on the 14th. So let's go over to this one. Here's an active day. This is now the 11th. So look what happens here. We've got Waves giving you a 50% win ratio on 4, 12 cents. Not a lot, but it's profit, as long as the profit is higher than the loss for those 4 positions. Over here we have FTM. Okay, now look at this. So we have 3 positions, 33% win ratio. Again, you have to ask yourself, what are you going to do about this to prevent these big excessive losses like with the one I showed you with KNC in the previous spreadsheet? Well, there's a solution for that. And the best thing to do is to allow all the coins to be traded, okay, and allow it based upon your win percentage. If it goes more, or once you hit below 2 positions and the 3rd position came in and you started losing, what you could do is you could ban that coin not to be traded. So that will help further prevent losses on that coin, like with KNC. So I'd only have it maybe trade 3 trades at a loss, but it's better than having 6 trades at a loss. So you're preventing those losses, right? So that's one way. So here with FTM, we have 3 trades, 33% win ratio. Now, on 2 trades, what would have happened? Would it have been, it would have been split. So my theory is allow the thing to maximum trade at 3 trades. If on the 3rd trade it's not profitable, ban it for the I don't know, the day, remainder of the day, for a couple hours. Because here's another challenge you're going to be faced with, and this is no different than with gambling and poker or whatnot, is that if you ban a coin like FTM for the day, okay, for the couple hours, what you're doing is you're potentially preventing yourself from getting further profit if FTM starts to really break out an hour after that. But what you got to factor in is this, very, very carefully. what are the odds if you were to continue with the theory that I just presented? If you had a KNC with 6 positions and only one was profitable, and you ban it, versus here you have FTM 3 positions and only one position was profitable, right? So what you got to ask yourself is, what are the odds if I do this temporary banning, will I make more money, more profit long term, versus not doing it at all? And I'll tell you from my experience, if you allow these coins to trade freely with no temporary banning on those coins that don't trade properly in profit, you will end up losing a lot more than not banning it. Yes, there is a probability that there will be certain coins that will profit in the long run if you just let them freely trade. But again, that's based upon the entire momentum of the market. Right now, the market is flat. The market is range bound. So you're better off to do the temporary banning on these coins to retain profit, smaller profit, probably underperform, but it's more consistent. You're going to consistently profit more, or at least reduce your losses a lot more than if you didn't do this temporary banning. That's how I figure. So if somebody asked me why did my bot didn't meet the Bitcoin or the CMC 200, 300, whatever it is, this is why. Okay, just to factor things like that in. Now, what happens when you get coins like this? STX, STX, 2 positions, half. One was profitable, so half. So you allow it, if it does, to trade a 3rd position. On that 3rd trade, if it's profitable, allow that coin to be still traded, okay? Once it hits below your 50% of winning, ban it. Now, okay, and then you have another example here, same with waves. 4 positions, 50% were winners. Okay, so you allow it to trade, but on that next trade, once your win-loss ratio or win-loss percentage drops below 50%, then you ban it. Now the question is, how long do you ban the coin for? You could tie that back into your metrics of your weighted moving average, right? So if you know the weighted moving average is starting to spike, you could reduce and automatically reduce maybe the temporary banning, because chances are those coins may profit again if they start to break out with the rest of the coins if the momentum comes back. That's an option. So you can see all these different factors that are never ever talked about at all. Okay, let's look at another one. And we got 3 more, 2 more. Here's another one. Same thing. KNC, 4 positions, 50% were winners, so allow it to trade. Same here. Waves. Okay, nothing new there, I've just said. But you want to see these Ethereum doing well. See here? Remember when I said you had one position that made like $2? This one made 28 cents on Ethereum. One position, one winner. Still pretty good, but here's an example of Bitcoin. Bitcoin, one position, and it's still, this one's weird. I gotta look into that. But I do look at wins and number of attempts of trades. That's the factor what you gotta look at. But you can see the profit potential there with Bitcoin, if you get it right. Alright, so I think that's it. Alright, so if you like this, I'll be kind of more focusing on this. Now people are gonna go, well, how do I get there? How do I develop this bot? Unfortunately, there's no magic solution here. There is no magic solution. So there's 2 options you have if this is how you want to do it, and there's just one of many factors. Okay, many factors. It's not as easy as people think. Okay, if it was, we'd all be millionaires, and you see Lamborghinis everywhere, and you know what I'm trying to say. So what I would recommend here is to go to my subscription page for just to sign up right here, quantlabs.net/contact. Right there, that's what you want to join. Or if you really want to get serious about it and you know Python, and Python's what I would recommend, go to quantlabs.shop, go under here in the catalog and look for the Python bot. Right now, there's things. It was 150. It's 197. You can see where I want to take it to 497. I will continue to push that price. So I'm expecting to do another 50% increase to 250. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. What I'm doing. I am now watching data, like hawking data like crazy. And this is the new area for profit. To retain profit is probably a better way to put it. Daily profit, P&L, is using this methodology I'm showing you, okay? I'm not going to talk about how to create these, okay? I'm not going to share this data. I'm just showing you what you need to do, okay? But to get to this point, to get to that point what I just showed you, first, it's all about like equivalent of cricket or baseball. You got to go from one step to the next, to the next, to the next, right? So the next thing I can tell you to get you to that level, I'm not sure if a lot of people actually show you how to build these, all the different components that are needed. This is the course that does it. This lays down the groundwork to get you started. Okay, I go through all the different steps. And then I have not factored in the database. This course covers that. Watch list, position. And we're just talking about components. We're just talking about components. Okay, we're not talking about strategy development. People seem to think you get a bot, you get a strategy. What you get is the components. From there, you still got to develop the strategy. Okay, but one technique to use is this spreadsheet. Okay, once you get at trading, okay, I think this is a big one. People may not think about it's too complicated. Screw it. Okay, that's fine. You know, you can go back to all the lovely services that don't seem to work. I've seen the reviews. Anyways, we'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for participating in the survey. You got me all jazzed about, yeah, crypto is what my YouTube channel wants, the audience. So we'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. And make sure you get signed up. And make sure you use email. That's the best way I can contact people. I'm trying to stay away from messengers and all that, especially on Facebook and all their properties. Other than that, thanks for watching. Have a good day.